What's going on, Facebook? This is an unusual place for the fist pump guy to be doing a live video, but quite necessary considering today's topic. So y'all come on in. I am currently sitting in a pre-owned vehicle. What's up, Jeffrey Lee? I hope you have a fantastic day, man. It's a beautiful day down here. I know y'all's weather's not as good, but sorry to hear that, but it's great down here. But anyway, if you notice, I'm sitting in a car wash on a pre-owned car right now. I have an appointment coming in a little bit later to take a look at this and probably buy. But even if they don't, yeah, it's freezing there. That's why I'm in the car wash, man. I tell you, when you're trying to wash these things by hand and wipe them down and stuff, it's tough, especially when your hands are cold. But if you saw the message the description of my video, how do you prepare for customers? Okay. You know, and the idea behind this was, is on my way over here, what are you willing to do as a car salesman or any type of sales? What's up, Mark? Hope you're having a good day. What are you willing to do, like when you have an appointment coming? You know they're coming. You know they're coming on a particular vehicle. How do you prepare for that customer? Well, there's a couple things, and it's going to be pretty loud because I've been to car wash. But there's a couple. What's up, Tanisha? There's a couple things you can do, like right now. I'm making sure this car's fairly clean, okay? I'm looking it over. I'm making sure that it's ready to go. There's a lot of pollen down here, so I'm trying to get that washed off. You can check and make sure there's no trash in the vehicle. The carpets are clean, those kind of things. What's up, Tammy? The carpets are clean. Things like that. You know, if there's some small scratches, maybe you can get those taken care of. Those are all things that we do to prepare for a customer that we know is coming. If you have an appointment, you know, and you're not doing the things that it takes to make sure you sell that car, you know, we want to make sure that we're selling it. We want to make sure that we're doing all we can. That's right. That, yeah, no lights on. It's got enough gas in it. Those kind of things. What does that do? Well, it helps our confidence, for one, because when that customer gets here, we don't have to worry about it. That's right. Pollen's terrible down here. Okay? That's confidence for us, but it also shows that customer how much we care about them because we're willing to prepare before they even get here, right? So oftentimes I watch some of these guys not willing to do those things, not willing to go the extra mile to take care of that customer. You know, if you're not selling cars and you're struggling to sell one car, there's probably a reason. It's because you're not preparing for those customers ahead of time, right? And I'm just talking about ones you know are coming, whether it's a previous customer, a referral, I don't care which one it is. Right? You got to provide, that's right, pro and a novice. You got to provide that service. You know, customers a lot of times don't see the back end. They don't care sometimes. But when they see you go out of the way to take care of them, to prepare, you're just preparing for them. They may not even be ready to buy yet. You know what I mean? They may not, it's probably going to get loud because I'm supposed to go through the dryer. But they see that, you know, even if it's just something small like running it through the car wash, getting the pollen off of it. Those things are important to customers, and we take that for granted. But that's just one way to prepare. What are you preparing? How do you prepare for a customer that's not even there? What if they just pop in on you? Are you willing to do the same type of stuff to prepare for the customer you're not even expecting? That again is some of the downfalls. That's right, earning the business. That's right, Tammy. You got to earn that business. You got to provide a good service to that customer. But what if your customer just shows up on you, right? You're in there doing thank you cards or notes or whatever, and you either forget they're coming or they just pop in on you and want to look at some cars. You don't have time to go in there and study that car, right? You can't run back inside and sit down and say, let me go learn about this particular car before I go out and show it to you, right? You got to do it on the fly. So what's important there is that's the preparing way beforehand. You prepare for that every day of your life in sales, training, learning the people that have done it before you, how to present your product, following the process, learning the product, you know, those type of things is how you prepare ahead of time. So my question is why aren't we doing that? Why do a lot of salespeople just try to rely on the little bit that they've already learned to sell a car? No wonder you're struggling. You're not willing to do above and beyond. You're not willing to do those things that it takes to sell a car or sell whatever product you're trying to sell. The more you know about it, the more confidence you're going to have. What's up, Nat? The more confidence you're going to have talking to that customer about your product. if you're not trying to prepare ahead of time, you're not going to be as successful as you could be. You might sell some product, you might sell some cars, but it's not going to be as consistent and long living as you're going to want it to be. So what am I trying to say? Well, if you have an appointment, make sure you're preparing for that appointment. Clean the car, vacuum it out, make sure there's no trash in it, whatever the case may be, right? But even if you don't know, yeah, I wasn't going to say that, Tammy. I was going to let one of you guys say lazy, but that's fine. You know, and I'm going to use this as an example. If internet department brings in a lead, right, and you happen to be the one that catches that lead, right, you got to know what you're talking about, because most of the time they're in here for a specific car. It's not like you go out there and, you know, you show them 4 or 5 different cars. Sometimes they're in there for a specific car, so you got to know. You got to know what to say, how to handle that customer, because if not, they drove all this way for you to blow them out, right? But if you're preparing ahead of time, you know, walking the inventory, knowing what you have on the lot, knowing your product, knowing the features of some of the pre-owned cars out there, knowing what certified units you may have, all those things are preparatory in nature. And if you're supposed to be at work at 8:30 and you're getting there at 8:29 and a half, it's hard to prepare for that. Hey, Amanda, hope you're doing well. It's hard to prepare, but day in and day out, I see it. We schedule at 8:30. Some people are getting there at 8:29 and a half. We have a 30-minute meeting. They spend another 30 minutes after the meeting going and get breakfast. So it's 11 o'clock before you're preparing to take care of your next customer. You're not ready with your mind. You know, that's why, you know, me and some of the other guys started getting up a little early, is preparing for our day, preparing our mind. What's up, Ashley? Hope you're doing well. But regardless if you got an appointment coming that you're preparing for, or if somebody just pops in and you're not expecting them, you have to be prepared at all times. That goes for any line of sales. I don't care what type of sales you're in, especially commission-based, because what you know and how you handle a customer directly dictates your commission and how much you make on those sales. That's just a helpful hint and thought from the Fist Pump guy on this Facebook Live today. I hope this has helped somebody. Moral of this story, be prepared at all times, because you never know when an opportunity is going to come in front of you to where you're able to sell your product, whether it be a car or a service or whatever the case may be. And the better you are prepared, the more likely the customer is going to trust you enough to give you their business. Hope everybody has a great day today. It's Wednesday. It's Fist Pump Day over here at Bondy's Toyota Enterprise. If you're looking for a vehicle, reach out to me. I'm over at Bondy's Toyota Enterprise, Alabama. Y'all have a great day. The Fist Pump guy, selling cars the right way, because it's the only way I know. Follow the Fist Pump Enterprise.